YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Victoria 3, Episode 7. So, a whole lot happened at the end of our last episode. We finished not one but two of our journal quests, which is giving us better throughput on our export markets, as well as increasing our university throughput by 20%. We also got a new journal quest here. The new Colossus, and we're actually pretty close to it. We've got the standard of living, we've got most of the laws. The only thing we need is no migration controls, which actually sounds pretty good to me too, because some of our colonies especially, I want people flowing into those as quickly as possible. Now, politically though, that may be problematic. Let's take a look at migration controls and what it would take for us to make no migration controls. So the industrialists love that, but the trade unions do not. And the petite bourgeoisie hate that, absolutely hate that. And they're in our government, so they are actively going to be impeding our progress with it, along with the trade unions, and I don't want to anger the trade unions too much. So I think we're going to put this off for a little bit. We will eventually do that, maybe after our next election season. We get the petite bourgeoisie out, we butter up the trade unions with something else that they like, and then it might become a little bit better off. So a couple other things. We could go for our second attempt at the public health insurance. That works for me. I know the industrialists are not a huge fan of that. The other one we could do is not taxation, laissez-faire. Now laissez-faire. The trade unions hate laissez-faire, so we definitely need to butter up the trade unions first. Luckily, we have a few laws that can be done to butter them up. We could go for the restricted child labor, but I kind of want to get human rights so we could go for the full compulsory primary school. So I think we're going to make a second attempt at the health insurance here. Now, as far as this war goes, this is the first major war that we're not going to be an active, well, we are and we aren't going to be an active participant in this war. We're not actually going to be moving our troops around. Boss might be moving some stuff around, but we're not going to be mobilizing anybody. But this is too big of a war. This isn't just like Great Britain picking on some one province minor to take them over and annex them. This is them throwing fists with the Netherlands, and there's some people on the Netherlands side that are significant in power. So we might actually lose this war. Unfortunately, and this may be the first thing, you might be saying, hey Pinstar, this is a big nasty war. Why don't you take this opportunity to declare independence from your boss? Your boss, Great Britain, is too busy with this war. Well, unfortunately, because we are a puppet and we are drawn into the war on their side, that restricts us from declare independence while our boss is at war. Because you see that second X, we are already fighting in a war. Yeah, we can't pull the old Crusader King strategy of stab your liege in the back while their liege is tied up with a different, bigger war. Otherwise, I'd do that. That being said, this is going to cause us some problems. So some of our trade routes are now inactive because we were trading with some of our now enemies. And while we are not enemies with them, our bosses, and we are contractually obligated to help Great Britain, so therefore they are our enemies for the moment, which means we need to get rid of them and either replace them with something or just recover our bureaucracy, which actually might not be a bad thing. It does stink that, yeah, this one's inactive, but we do have one other lead one, so we aren't completely without lead. We are trading with Prussia. And then for fertilizer, we are trading with Brazil, which means we can get rid of that one. So that should, it doesn't actually free up as much bureaucracy because of our free trade edict makes trade routes cost very little bureaucracy, which unfortunately means we get very little back, but that's okay. One other thing to note, expensive military goods, ammunition. You know what we should do to profit off of this? Let's get a munition plant and let's actually prioritize it. Let us bring that to the top. You know what? Here, we'll bring it to the second to the top because I want to finish the glass plant. We get the glassworks going, but we get the munitions plant cooking. And then we'll finish the cotton plantation. That's not hyper critical. Also, I noticed our motor industries. How are they doing? Because I think we got a level 1. Oh no, we want a level 3 for a quest. So even if it's not the most profitable thing, we do want level 3 motor industries. Let's see, what else are we doing here? Yeah, I know, bureaucratic shortfall. We do have a government bureaucracy thing in the build queue, so we will eventually take care of that shortfall, and our money's doing okay for the moment. We may also want to get construction going on here. Construction sectors, I should say. We'll do 2 of them. Let's put them in before the munitions plants, because they'll build themselves faster. Because we have this big of a windfall plus a healthy surplus. And that's even with the tax waste penalty that, I mean, is going to go away. Now, sulfur's really high in price, which is unfortunate. I mean, we need sulfur, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, fertilizer's not doing so well since we're not exporting it that well. What else? Wine and grain. I mean, we have a little bit of a stake in grain, but that's not... You're not going to be making or losing the big bucks. I'd go looking for other export routes to replace the ones that we lost, but... we don't really have the bureaucracy to spare for that. All right, yeah, there goes our cash, but that's okay. We're going to be building more stuff faster. And it seems you can only apply so much construction capacity to one thing. So at this point, it's like the first 2 things in the queue are going to get full strength, and then everything else kind of gets moved around. But again, this munitions plant will help. It also create more demand for our explosives, which will help out our chemical plants, which are in bad shape because of the fertilizer prices. The extra glassworks was certainly worth it. Steel mill's doing all right. Shipyard's doing more than all right. We knew that there was a shortfall for that. Motor industry's doing quite fine too. There's steel frame buildings. Not bad. And we weren't even actively researching that. Now, I don't think we can... Oh, no, we can. Oh, my. This actually creates demand for explosives and steel and tools. This might be interesting. I need to see what this does to our... This might actually cost us less by doing the more advanced one. I mean, the fact that it's using up explosives is 36. Okay, we can't sustain this for too long. I will turn this down if we need to, because that's an insane amount of construction here. What is that doing to our... What is that doing to our prices for these things? Yeah, rubber is... We know rubber's insane. I'm working on rubber plantations, but I am not using rubber. Lead, glass. All right, so glass is the biggest culprit here, but the others are not too bad. When it comes to like steel's not too bad, explosives aren't too bad. So I think it's just more just the overall. I probably shouldn't have built those 2 extra construction sectors. That's a bit much here. But maybe if we can float the difference before and make it up in economy, we'll be okay. Let's check our budget. Let's go back up to medium taxes to slow that down. Inefficient agriculture. Subsistence farms. Migration attraction. No, we want migration attraction. Yeah, look at all of these are getting built simultaneously. We definitely, okay, we got an election coming up. Oh, Free Trade Party has got, all right, Radical Party's got moment. Those are the only 2 that seem to be doing too much, which is fine. Also, the war's going a little bit faster than I thought it would, which is also fine. That will let us return to normality sooner rather than later. So yeah, let's just continue here. Oh yeah, so when we run out of things that we are actively building, we use less of our construction. So that might be one way to do that. But that being said, we do need to be building things. We have all of our ports here. Coal mines. We need more coal mines in this cape here. Because coal is extremely expensive and we need to cash in on that. And this will give us some nice synergy bonuses. All right, we've got that going. We might need another government agency here just to go above and beyond. I know we had a quest to get government to level 10, which I balked at before, but might actually be a thing now. Central Archives, I think, yeah. So we might get Central Archives here. And then this wants us to get Arts Academy to 5 before we get Realist art. Are we on the verge of Realist? No, we already have Realist art. How are we able to get... Oops, not that one. Oh, Patronize has... Oh, this one doesn't deactivate. Got it. So yeah, we just need 2 more of those to get the Patronize Realist arts. How are our Arts Academies doing? They're still drawing on subsidies, which means they're not quite independently wealthy, which means expanding them might be a bit iffy. I'm happy with the settings right now. I am happy to see that the fine art the price is stabilized. What I'll probably do is once this war is over and once we get more bureaucracy, I'll go looking for export routes for fine art to create more of a demand, and then we'll make our last 2 there. I think that is the smart decision. In the meantime, yeah, this place is... Yeah, we're slowly incorporating Zululand because this colony is done. We can't colonize it any further, but we can build stuff in it. Cotton plantation seems to be doing well. We do still have quite a few unemployed. We could go more coal mines here, but I kind of want to build them in Eastern Cape for the synergy bonus. So I might just go for 1, 2, 3 more cotton in Zululand to use up the arable land that we have there. Deal with some of that unemployment. And just to confirm, yeah, we're not using railroads, which is fine because I want these to employ more people. Man, the war's going to end before our munitions plant's built. That's okay. It's good to have one just in our back pocket. Even during peacetime, a single munitions plant should stay profitable. Yeah, our balance is like a healthy positive if we stop building stuff. So if we run out of gold reserves, I will temporarily pause our building of stuff because, again, we don't want to start going down circling the drain. Holy crap, we got that on the first try. Holy crap, we got that on the first try. Okay. Well then, man, I'm getting some serious luck. After that 91 or 93% whiff early in the game has been kind to us in that regard. What I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to start passing a law until after the election because I want to see how our government shakes out and see who's supporting what before I decide what law to attempt. So we're just going to leave our legal center empty for just a couple of days. We do need to... The mortality reduction is certainly going to help our population centers here. Humiliate Netherlands. Well, okay. Trade unions express their... Oh yeah, the industrialists love us enough that we can address that. Steam engine time. Oh yeah, we got our 3rd engine plant, which is one of our journals here. Let's see what we got. The manufacture of steam engines become a profitable industry in the Cape Colony thanks to our sound investment in locomotive industry. The engines are already being employed across the Cape and Colway. Alright, all aboard. Railway throughput, more engines, more locomotives. Motor industry throughput, or steel railway cars. Steel railway cars is a good thing, but we don't actually need more transportation. So yeah, let's do more engines, more. Yeah, let's get the throughput. Radical Party once again. Oh, the Netherlands. Can we improve our relations with the Netherlands? Yes, we can. Because I would prefer to do that. Oh, we can improve with. There, that works. All right, let's take a look at government. Who's in charge? Oliver Mary. We've got reserved political operator, expensive taste. I don't like that tax waste. Bandit, we don't do infamy stuff. Masterful diplomat's a good thing. Radical Party, fair enough. Okay, so nobody wants to join or leave any parties. Or rather, the petite bourgeoisie left the free trade party, so we can safely kick them out. 69... Oh yeah, we kick out the petite bourgeoisie, and now it's happy time. Yeah, 98 legitimacy, I'm happy with that. Let's go for our next law. We could go for migration control. Well, The trade unions still don't like it, but we might need to try and muscle this through. I mean, the trade unions will, it's only a minor hit to the trade unions, and they love us enough right now that this might be a smart move. Now, functionally speaking, I mean, honestly, functionally speaking, we don't need this law because there are no discriminated pops. So, like, this law literally does nothing other than help us qualify for that thing. Let's check our other laws to see if there's something more functionally important before we circle around to that. I still need more tech to make these a little bit better. There's laissez-faire. That would drop 10 from 20 to 10. I do like me some laissez-faire though, actually. So let's go for laissez-faire. This is also going to be sort of an uphill battle in the same way, but the physical effect of this, never mind the loan interest rate, and never mind the subsidies and whatnot, 50% capitalist investment pool contribution is what I'm after. That's going to help our construction costs immensely. Immensely. Now, the nice thing is, because the trade union is part of government, we're not going to get radicals from them because they are able to voice their opinion, peacefully. Now, that is going to contribute to a healthy stall chance, which is actually higher than the success chance. But you know what? We got to roll the dice. And if we get some nastiness here, we can dive off a laissez-faire and try something different. But that's where I'm going with this right now. Also, after this round of constructions here, yeah, the radicals are from the parties that aren't in government. Yeah, once all these constructions die down, I'm gonna cool it with that for now, just to recover our cash a little bit. How is our... So Glassworks is... Why are you losing money? Because lead's expensive. We should be... Well, here, I'm gonna wait for our stuff here. Fabric. Well, we just built a whole crap ton of cotton here. Coal and fabric. Capitulation on... Wait. Is Spain no more, or... No, they're still a thing. Alright, we're back to positives for the moment. Education has been improved. Alright, let's look at our institutions here. So education's at max. Health system... We can go up a level in health system. That would be worthwhile. We are close to getting gantry cranes, which will let our trade explode. But speaking of, so let's take a look at our market prices here, actually. So yeah, we still need to find more export partners for our fertilizer here. We also need to start exporting more fine art. I'm actually more interested in exporting fine art so that we can, in good faith, build those last two art galleries here, or art things, but only if we can get a not enough worth. I mean, it's not much in the way of convoys, but it does require some bureaucracy. Fertilizer. That's a lot of stuff here. Let's go for Dutch market. We could also export explosives, although no, not really. What else are we making in excess? Actually, we're making a lot of engines. We could absolutely do an engines export and just make bank from our motor industries here. That will definitely improve the price here. Yeah, because 57 throughput here, that's certainly worth it. Alright, what else is super expensive on the market that might be worth? Rubber. Well, yeah. Hardwood. Yeah, even more development here. We've got plenty of peasants in this territory, so we've got the labor force to support massive amounts of growth here. We can be outputting a ton of stuff here. Also, so what else is expensive? That might be worth building up here. Tooling, another tooling workshops, because all of this construction uses extra tools. Paper mills, we need to do something about that. Paper bleaching. And water tube boiler is a labor saver, we don't need that. Zululand, eh? Oh, I think we overshot our thing, so we can get a railway building here. Since they are landlocked, you need railways to get that going, but that's alright. Cotton plantations doing well, and I mean we could go for more coal mines because we've got plenty of unemployed here to soak them up. I just need to be careful about going too deep into debt, because there's our interest payments. I'll lay off it once we do that. I don't want to crank up the budget here for taxes, because I mean the intelligentsia loves me anyway, so we can drop those a little bit more. But yeah, debt goes into a slippery slope here. And yeah, all right, we didn't get the one and done with laissez-faire. There's demands. They are currently plus 14, so we can soak up we can soak that up. All right, what else do we got here? I know rubber's expensive. Who else has rubber? We'll build a rubber plantation here. I don't know if we'll be able to actually employ it, but let's just get it on the board. And actually, yeah, there's enough rate mortality. Well, mortality is because of the stupid malaria. Standard of living. If we increase the standard of living, then we'll be better. But again, going for that level 4 anti-malarial will do so much for us. Yeah, fine art's getting too cheap. It's not going to be really safe to expand our art galleries. Tea is going absolutely nuts, though. I mean, we have room for tea plantations. Not that I want to go too deep into plantations, but they're doing well here. We can build a nice number of tea plantations if we wanted to, but it just seems wrong for the territory. Where else can we build tea? Now, if we look at our decrees here, yeah, those do not include the agriculture, so there is no land that, based on our decrees, is producing that. Yeah, we're in the middle of incorporating. What else is going crazy? Glass is fine. Transportation's getting too cheap. And groceries are going up, so another food plant might be worth the while. But yeah, all of this is demanding extra wood, is what we're looking at here. So we could just go nuts with wood here. You know what? It takes money to make money. Let's max out our logging camps here, and let's make them hardwood production. And steam donkeys are just a labor saver, which again, I like to spread the wealth unless we don't have enough people, so we don't use them. Same with the with the transportation, although even though transportation is so freaking cheap right now. I know we're getting into some debt. Just so many shinies. And this one, this railway, I think I'm actually going to just do cargo prioritization, because we don't actually need to produce that much transportation here. And we keep getting migrations to our eastern colonies, so we're not going to run out of workers there anytime soon. That will improve our infrastructure here in Zululand, which will give them back full market access. And we got all of those lumber camps up real quick, like real quick. All right, folks, so in our next episode, we see what we can do with our massive construction abilities here, see if we can't pay off our debt, make a little bit more money, and also see where our next what we can do with gantry cranes, and see if we can make our trade game explode properly. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya!